Today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be discussing whether or not TikTok should be for over 18s. Now, before you start attacking me, I don't mean all of TikTok, I just mean maybe there should be a completely separate bit. I know how some people like to come onto my videos and just attack me in the comments without even watching it. So I just wanted to clear that up before I even start. Also, before I start, I would like to say that this video is actually for over 18s. So if Amy's watching this or if Stevie's watching this, turn it off. This video is not for you, it's just for adults. A few years ago, I first downloaded TikTok because everybody was telling me it was a laugh. I was getting sent all these links to videos, it was all over like adverts and everything. And I thought, right, okay, I'll give it a chance. So it was just full of like kids and teenagers, right, teenage boys doing thirst traps and giving it all. And I was like, I do not want to watch teenagers or anybody for that matter giving those actions, right, pass. So I thought the app's for kids, it doesn't even matter, and I deleted it. So then everybody in work and like my friends and that were watching it and they were sending me videos, and I was like, right, I should probably give this another chance. And they told me that the more you like videos or comment on them or search for certain things, that's what you're going to get sent. So they told me that the more you interact with videos, like them, comment, share and all that, that's the videos that's going to come up on your For You page. And I was like, right, cool. So I ended up liking it and I started making my own videos, and that was fine. So for a while I was only making videos and I wasn't actually on my For You page very often. But a few months ago I was back on again and I was on the For You page, and it was like just constant thirst traps, right? Now, I am not a prude whatsoever, and I have got no problem with people dancing about half naked or whatever, be it men or women or whatever, right? That's not the problem. But the problem was that there's this couple, I can't even remember who they were, but there's this couple who constantly talk about sex, like particular types of sex, and they're like, oh, stick that here, stick that there. And I'm thinking, this app, right, is basically made for kids, basically like, what, 13 to 17 or something. Why would you go on TikTok and want to talk about that? So obviously you've got the people in there promoting their OnlyFans, pulling out sex toys, doing whatever actions they're doing on camera, and that would be totally fine, right? But the app, in my mind, it's for kids. So what makes people think, I know I'll go and talk about my OnlyFans and pull out all my toys? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I was just skipping the videos and hoping that I wasn't going to get recommended them. But then lately, I started noticing more people going on and saying that their videos had been took down because maybe they'd posted a weight loss video and they were posting videos of them exercising in like a sports bra and leggings, and they weren't like showing too much, right? But they were overweight. So TikTok started taking down all these videos of fat people basically, even if they had on gym clothes that were covering them up. But yeah, all these lassies who were on talking about their OnlyFans, and they were literally wearing thongs, like fishnet suspenders, underwear, right, like practically naked, and they weren't getting took down. So it was totally fat phobia, right? So this continued, and there was more people saying that their video had been took down for this. But then a while ago somebody had sent me a link to a video, and they were like, what the fuck is this, right? So basically it was supposed to be a live, but on TikTok you can show lives but they're not actually live, it's just a video on a loop. And I've got a bit of it recorded here, like without sound or anything. But basically this girl was trying to make out as if she was either doing something on camera or insinuating that she was just pretending that she was doing it, right? But as you can see from the video, she's made herself to look really young. She's got a teddy bear behind her. Like, she's literally either underage or she's dressed herself up to look underage. And this is an increasing thing that's happening on TikTok. So I reported this video, right? And I do report videos sometimes, particularly if they're talking about like sexual things that I don't think should be on TikTok. And I constantly get stuff back saying, this doesn't violate the rules, right? So I've read the rules and it's saying that you shouldn't have anything sexual, and I have literally reported so many videos for this and it always comes back that they haven't went against the guidelines. So this carried on, right? And then these thirst traps, as they call them, kept on coming up, be it for men or women or whatever. And you ever see the ones where the guy is dressed up as like a policeman and he's like, what would you do if I arrested you? Or what would you do if I broke into your house, right? And I think nobody would ever see you again, your body would be gone and that'd be it. But you go into the comments and there's all these middle-aged men and women. Keep in mind that I'm 38, right? So I'm talking about people my age and older. And in the comments like, oh, I would get arrested for saying what I'd do to you. Oh, I'd bend this and I'd bend that and I'd lick here and I'd lick there. And I'm like, your desperation, right, is so bad. It's literally seeing out of my screen. Some of these guys, right, I don't know what age they're, but they're young. Some of them are maybe in their 30s, right? But you get these guys at maybe 17 trying to do thirst traps, and then you've got these women, 30, 40, 50, whatever, typing this stuff in, and I'm like, do you know what? No. If there's a girl's video and men comment on them, everybody's like, oh, he's a pedo, right? He's a pedo. But women are doing it all the time. And sometimes I think to myself, do you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying stuff like that if you want to get yourself into a 17-year-old or whatever, right? Personally, I don't. But it's just so embarrassing, right? I'm actually more embarrassed for the people who are leaving the comments than the people who are making the videos. And that is saying something, because half the time they're doing these thirst traps and I'm like, I can't tell if this is a joke. Is he meant to be hot, right? Now, I'm not sitting here saying I'm stunning, but I'm not trying to make thirst trap videos and embarrassing myself even more than a regular TikTok video. So in that video of the girl, right, where she was doing or insinuating that she was doing whatever, this was on a loop, right? It wasn't even live. And there was all these men, and it was men, right? I'm not discriminating here, but there was men in the comments and they were like, go faster, go harder and all that. And I was looking at their pictures, right? And I was like, what age are you? Keep in mind, right, that teenage boys have got a mindset, right, like uncontrollable hormones or whatever, right? And they'll maybe be commenting stuff like that. But you get to a certain age as a man and you think to yourself, surely you can see this on TikTok and see that this shouldn't be going on TikTok, and also you shouldn't be commenting on it because you're old enough to be a granda, right? Please, you're making me feel sick here, right? But also, the more of these videos that are getting took down, people that are overweight or just exercising or in gym clothes or whatever, but then all these other videos of these young girls, I don't even know if they're young girls, right, but a lot of them obviously dressed up to look young, because you know how you get like cosplay characters and they try and make themselves look younger, or you get people generally who just try and make themselves look like wee girls, like not even younger but just literally wee girls. And none of these videos are getting took down. It doesn't matter like what sex toys they're pulling out or anything, and it's really making me think, I'm probably going to get demonetised for this, right, but it's really making me think that TikTok is run by pedos. Just pedos, right? Totally. Because why would they take down all these videos? There was literally a fashion show and it was two women and they were in underwear, right? I think it was actually bathing suits they were in, and they were modelling on the runway and they took it down for being inappropriate. But yet you've got these wee skinny lasses who have made themselves up, they look with the big eyes and all that to make themselves look like kids. They've literally dressed up as kids actually with like lollipops and all that, and it's not getting took down. It really makes me wonder. And I've read the guidelines, right, and it's trying to say there shouldn't be anything sexual in there, and if you're on TikTok you'll know that that's constantly what I get bombarded with. I don't even comment on them, I don't like them, I don't share them, right, and that's still what I'm getting. Now, as somebody who never ever looks up stuff like that, and I'm getting showed it, then what are children getting showed? Do you know what I mean? Like, ages ago my friends were saying, oh, do you think it's alright for the Waynes to have TikTok? And I was like, aye, it's fine, right? You'll get the odd wee guy pulling the actions, right? But nothing too bad. But the more I've seen it, the more I'm thinking they're just blotting all these videos and it's getting more suspect as the days go on. And not only that, right, it's supposed to be that you're 13, I think it's 13 to have a TikTok, but you've also got adults who have channels. Now, like, you've got people who have got a channel for their dog or whatever. You've got people who have got channels for their kids. I don't want to say specifically what ones, but there's a couple that come up on mine, and it's just about their kids, and they'll be like, oh, she loves this and he loves that. And that's fine, right? I don't have any problem with people having channels about their kids. But it seems to be like a growing thing where people are making them for their kids, and they're showing them like too much. Do you know what I mean? And I really don't think that I'm looking too much into this. I don't have children, right? But if I did, I would let them have TikTok after the age of like maybe 10. But I would be saying to them, like, if you see anything, or if anybody talks about this, or if anybody shows this or that, let me know, right? But it's just so suspicious. I really think that the people who own TikTok they're into some sort of trafficking or something, because it's just getting weirder as the days go on. Let me know in the comments what you think. I really think, right, that if anybody wants to go in there and talk about where they want things shoved, or where they want to lick, or what they're wanting to show, or if they're talking about their OnlyFans, or if they're wanting to jump about with nipple tassels on, or whatever, that's fine. But there should be a separate TikTok for it where you have to verify your age. And you have to verify your age and verify it with like photo ID. See how like, when you do with crypto, you have to actually show your photo ID and take a picture of your face, because it's just so bad. It's got to the point where, I don't know. You see people write this like fetish things, and there's a fetish, I don't know what it's called, right? I just know it exists. And people like bounce on balls, like big massive balloons, right? That's a fetish. And a couple of days ago I was on TikTok and there was a video of that, and it was a lassie in a swimsuit bouncing on like one of the big exercise balls, and I was like, they can act innocent, right? They do all that innocent like, oh, this is so fun, like bouncing on a space hopper or whatever, and it's like and you're like, I know what you're doing, right? I'm not looking too much into it. See, if you want to bounce on a space hopper, on you go. But do you have to be wearing your bikini and your suspenders and have your OnlyFans link? Do you know what I mean? It's getting out of hand. And I think that they've recently updated their guidelines, right? And it still says that you're not allowed to have sexual content and all that. But yet this continues constantly. It's so bad. I think that they really need to have a look at what they're doing. Like with YouTube, right, you used to be able to monetize your videos no matter what, but now you have to say if it's for kids or not. Now, I never mark my video as for kids unless my niece is going to be making a video with me, or unless I've actually got children in my video, even though I might not be swearing or whatever in them all. But they made it like that because people were posting videos of kids that were inappropriate, and it's obviously now moved over to TikTok, and they're just going to continue to let it happen. Like, there's so many things on there that's just so weird. Like, you get so many like ASMR things on YouTube. You used to get a lot of them with kids doing them. And I think that was one of the reasons as well why they started to cut down on content for kids. Because there was a wee girl, I can't remember her name, but she was doing things like, she was dressing up and whispering all this stuff into the mic and all that. It was clearly like a sexual thing, right? But they were trying to make out as if it was like just a wee girl like dressing up, and it wasn't, right? It's so clear, like, we're not blind. So I really think that TikTok needs to have an over 18 section. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that it's run by pedos? I genuinely do. Even though I would say somebody can go on TikTok who's younger than 13. What I will also say is, see these people who are going on and doing these thirst traps, right? These guys who are like, oh, I know what I'll do, I'll go and shove my socks down my grey joggies and wag it about for all to see, right? When I started making TikTok videos, people were saying to me, what you on TikTok for? That's for Wayne's, right? Now, assuming that they started making TikToks as well and people were saying that to them, what then came into their mind to think, I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and try and be sexy on TikTok? Or people who are promoting their OnlyFans, not only women by the way, men as well, right? And they're showing their asses and they're showing whatever, they're showing their toys, they're showing whatever else, right? I think to myself, you know, if you're wanting to go into an app that's literally made for teenagers, right? Maybe not young children, but teenagers. You know, there's something going on there. Maybe a wee bit of pedo going on. You know what I mean? Like, I would make a video, a weight loss video, and I'd be like, right, I'm in my swimming costume and I'm losing weight or whatever, and I wouldn't even try and be sexy. Even when I was younger, right, and I thought I was all that, I still wouldn't go into TikTok and be like, oh, look at this, look at this. Do you know what I mean? It's not right. It's really not right. And there's people who have got kids who have also got OnlyFans, and they're on there talking about it and showing their toys and all that, and that's fine, right, because they're promoting their channel and they're making money. But it's just not right to think that these adults, men and women, are going on and talking about these things and showing things, knowing that young kids are going to be watching it, young teenagers. It's not right. There's actually a name for people who are attracted to teens, right? Like not children, but teens. I think it's like from 13 or 15 up to about 17. And a lot of these people on TikTok, I believe that is what they are. Be them men or women, be them couples, talking about stuff like that. It's not right. Like, I don't go over to my pals' houses and talk about stuff like that in front of their kids because it's inappropriate. But yet these people are going online and talking about stuff like that in front of millions of kids all over the world. There's something going on here, I swear to God. It's like some sort of mass grooming thing that's happening. Anyway, you can let me know in the comments what you think. I definitely think there should be an over 18 section of TikTok. And I can tell you what, I wouldn't go on it because they thirst traps. I'm like, pass. Anyway, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Bye!